Hello guys, how are you doing? Here in today's video, we're back on another video today on another top anime thing for you guys today. And this anime today, we're going to talk about top 11 of my favorite Gundam shows from the Gundam series. How many of you all are Gundam fans? What's your favorite Gundam? What is your favorite series to watch of the Gundam franchise? I'd love to know what your thoughts are, your favorite Gundam models, stuff like that. And just comment section below, let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys are. And I'm going to go ahead and read you guys my list of what my favorite ones are and go from there. Okay. At number 11, we have Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. I actually do like this show. The creators from, I do believe that did Attack on Titan, did this series. The Barbados Gundam, which is one of the main cool Gundams of that show, is an awesome Gundam. I like his giant sword. It's supposed to be a sword, but I like his giant weapon. It's basically like a big old... Yeah, I like his big old giant sword that he uses, that he just bashes and crashes stuff with. And also he has like a short katana sword for, other distances and stuff like that. And of course, the Barbados Gundam has a few forms from that Gundam, I guess, that have slightly different weapons for, I think, different purposes. And then he has like a side blaster pistol firearm kind of like thing for shooting distances and stuff. But I think the Barbados Gundam is an amazing Gundam. I did enjoy the Iron Blooded series. I think it's an interesting Gundam. Gundam series, especially in a newer entry for Gundams. I know there's a couple brand new ones that just came out that are newer, but I really enjoyed it and stuff like that. The next Gundam I have here is at number 10, Mobile Suit Gundam, which is the very first Gundam that started it all with Amuro Ray's character and the classic RX-78 Gundam. I love this Gundam. It's like, not only is it a classic, and not only a classic, but I do think the RX-78 has kind of became, kind of an icon pretty much for Gundam. Especially, I think, that model anyways. And it's, it's grown other color variants, other models have used a similar color pattern. Looks really good. It looks pretty cool. I think RX-78 Gundam is probably a good favorite Gundam of mine. I like the very first Gundam series. It was a very interesting story, and I liked how everything built together and, for what it was. I did watch the movies along with the series as well, which are actually pretty good. And I really enjoyed the series, so I really enjoyed it. At number 9, we have Mobile Suit Gundam Counterattack, which is the Gundam movie that introduces Amuro Ray and the pilot that operates the Zeta Gundam kind of team up, and we get to see Amuro Ray once again with a brand new Gundam, which is called the RX, I think it's the 93 Gundam, which is a white and black kind of pattern Gundam, which is a really cool model. I think it's called the RX 93 Gundam. If it's not, let me know what it actually, the name of it is. I'm pretty sure that's what they called it, but if not, let me know in the comment section below. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. And if not, then correct me. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Counterattack movie. I liked the fights in it. I did like the hand-to-hand, gun blaster fight they kind of had towards the end of it too. That was kind of neat. Kind of a little, Star Wars kind of like blaster shooting kind of deal. Which, that's kind of where Gundam kind of has a lot of inspiration from. It's from Star Wars and, Star Trek type space type stuff, which is actually pretty good, actually pretty cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed Gundam's Counterattack, and I definitely would recommend it for a lot of people. At number 8, we have Mobile Suit Gundam. We have Mobile Suit Gundam Zeta. I did like this. I did like the Zeta Gundam. I think the Zeta Gundam was a different look model. I did like Camille's character, which is a different pilot than what we're used to. It's interesting with the Federation and the Zeons in this one, because like I think, if I remember correctly, I think the Federation are supposed to be the bad guys this time, which they kind of flipped it. But I'm not sure if it's a Zeta one they did that with, or it's with another one, because there's a Gundam series where they kind of flipped it to where the Federation were the bad guys and the Zeons were kind of the good guys. But that is another favorite one I like. At number 7, we have Mobile Suit Gundam 00. I do like Mobile Suit Gundam 00. I like the story and the characters they have for it. I like that we have a few, female Gundam pilots that are on that show as well. They're a really interesting part of that group. The Gundams are pretty cool, especially the different color patterns that they have. You have your classic red. You have your classic blue, white, and red. Pattern like Gundam that from the RX-78 Gundam had. Then you have your one Gundam that's like a blue and white like Gundam, and you have one that's supposed to be like a green and white Gundam. Then you have one that's an orange and white, I do believe, which is actually a pretty interesting Gundam. I think there's only four characters of that series, but they're actually all pretty good characters. I really enjoy all their characters and stuff from the series. Oh, and there's also another one that's supposed to be like a dark navy blue, or it's black, white, kind of like Gundam on the 00 series. But that is another favorite of mine. And the next Gundam series we have here is the Gundam Seed series. I do like the Gundam Seed series. I like the Astra Gundam frame models. I like the red and white Gundam that they have. I like the green. There's also a green Astray. There's a blue Astray Gundam as well. There's also a gold Astray Gundam as well. I like the Astray models. I think those are some of my favorite model kits. As far as Gundam series and stuff. Especially the red frame. The red frame Gundam, I think, is basically built for like Counter-Strike abilities. Really, it's not really based much on shooting, really, which is really interesting because I like how it has this, like different types of variants of swords, such as like a katana sword. Of course, he has his beam swords, and he has one that's like a big giant buster like sword, which is really interesting Gundam. But I really enjoy its Gundam and everything. The next one we have here is Gundam Seed Destiny, which is basically the sequel to Gundam Seed. I did enjoy the sequel. I don't remember a whole lot of it though. It's been a little bit since I've watched it, but I did enjoy its continuing story and everything that it delivered towards the end of it. I did like the bringing back of like the Astray Gundams, of course. But like I said, there's a lot that I can't remember on that story, but I did like Seed Destiny though. At number 4, we have Gundam F9. I did like Gundam F9. I thought the F9 F991 Gundam model was pretty cool. It is kind of modeled similar to RRA's RX-93 Gundam, so it has kind of a different color pattern, a little bit of a color pattern, I think, to it more so. That's kind of what the Gundam model reminds me from. But I did enjoy Gundam F19. Different story than what most people are into, and I really enjoyed kind of the 90s Gundams as well. So this is kind of a good spot for me as far as Gundam. At number 3, we have Mobile Suit Gundam MS-08 team. I did like the 08 Gundam series. I think it's an awesome Gundam series. One of the best fight scenes in that is really character driven, but it's also probably they say is like one of the coolest fights in that Gundam series. I did enjoy its story, even though it's a short Gundam series. I really enjoyed it for what it was. I like how, they operate like an army base unit, and they kind of operate similar to like kind of like a SEAL Team 6, and it's kind of cool, and it's really cool. But I really enjoyed Shino's character in this series. It's a really cool character. The Gundam that he uses is actually pretty unique Gundam. But I really like, I like the series very well. Okay, and number 2, we have the one and only G Gundam. I enjoyed G Gundam. I know a lot of people did not enjoy it, and I know that series got a lot of retcon. But I enjoyed G Gundam for what it was, especially when you have, so basically, different Gundams across the countries have their own Gundam, and they all participate in a fighting tournament. So Domon Kashu's Gundam, which is the Shining Gundam, he represents from Neo Japan. And, there's several other Gundams that participate in this tournament too, such as like Neo Italy, China, London, England, France, USA. There's a Mexico one. There's an Egypt one. Turkey was another one. I'm trying to think of another one I know I'm missing. Then you have Master Asia's Gundam, which represents Neo Asia, Asia's Gundam. There's a lot of interesting Gundams. I'm trying to think of some of them, but they all participate in a tournament, and whoever wins out of the tournament gets to rule the countries for the next 2 years, which is an interesting experience. But I enjoyed Gundam for what it was. It did kind of have that Dragon Ball Z power level kind of like synthetic to it, but the fights were pretty intense and interesting. Some of the Gundam models when they get to the tournament are just ridiculous. Like there was one that was from Sweden, and I think he was supposed to be like there was one that was from Sweden, which was the female replica Gundam that looked like the Shining Gundam. And then you had one that was from the Netherlands, and that was a windmill. That was just a ridiculous design. And then I thought the Grease Gundam was a pretty interesting Gundam. The Spartan Gundam was pretty cool. But yeah, I enjoyed the G Gundam series. The next Gundam series I'm going to represent is the one and only Gundam Wing at number 1. I enjoy Gundam Wing. I enjoy Hero's character. The winged Gundam. Of course, you also can't forget about the Ripper, the Grim Reaper Gundam, the Sandrock Gundam, the Shinlong Gundam, I think is the other one, and Heavy Arms. I don't know why I forgot about that. The Heavy Arms Gundam, which I think are some of the most unique models of that show. Then of course you have the Apion Gundam. Then you have crap, what's that white Gundam called? Trying to think of the white Gundam that what's his name actually used. Comment section below, let me know what that one is. I'm trying to think of it myself. But yeah, I really enjoyed all the models that they had in that story. And I enjoyed how, they try to operate as a unit to take down, enemy bases, and, and some of them kind of do their own thing, because Hero isn't somebody that likes to work like a team. He just kind of likes to do his own thing and be done with it. But I really enjoyed the series as well. I also really enjoyed the Endless Waltz movie, which goes with the Gundam Wing series. That's actually pretty cool, and I like the the full winged Gundam in that show. That was actually kind of one of the coolest models with the angel wings. I think that's about it as far. If anybody wants to know what my favorite Gundam model is, my favorite Gundam model is probably the Thunderbolt Gundam. I love that model. Not only do I love that model, but I love the arsenal that thing carries. Even though it's a short Gundam series, the Thunderbolt series, I do believe, is a pretty short one. I did enjoy the fights in that. And I like the fact that Thunderbolt Gundam has, missiles, miniguns, a beam sword, has two different types of shields. It has shoulder lasers, I do believe is what those are. Just all kinds of different types of arsenals that Gundam has, and I think Thunderbolt is probably one of my favorite models. I like its color scheme. It's dark blue, red, and white kind of like scheme. I think it's really unique and really nice color. Comment section below. Let me know what your favorite Gundam models are, which favorite Gundam series is, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit your button as always. And I'll see you on the next video. And goodbye.